Curious as to what your Weller Antique 107 up there is costing. Display only, not for sale. If they were for sale, the cases would be empty. An Amberana rum. This crown is cutting off circulation to my head.
That's a man that I've seen on my phone screen way too many times.
So if you need a Weller 12.
Need is a strong word, but would I like one? It is time for the second half of the Indianapolis hunt. We spent a lot of time in affluent neighborhoods, stores that have lotteries and different things. We were kind of working our way out of those affluent neighborhoods, and you don't know what we're going to run into. Now, I have it on high authority. I know north of here, they got Weller Foolproof, Weller 12. If we were up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, we'd be getting all the Weller Foolproof and 12 that we wanted today. Know that it was coming on the truck, know that it was going to be there. Was hoping it was dropping in this area as well, but we really haven't been to any stores that might put it out quickly. But it is getting a little later in the day, and so those stores just may not exist, or it may already be gone. But let's get this hunt started and see what we can find. And this right here is Stoney's Liquors, kind of behind the counter. Some Cedar Ridge down there. Yeah, I think this is all the bourbon over here, isn't it?
They got.
Yeah, some of the allocated things up there. We always look for interesting small distillery stuff first. Allocation second. We can get allocations anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm curious as to what your Weller Antique 107 up there is costing. Oh, that's a store pick too, it looks like. And the Stag Junior as well, if you would. Looks like they're all store pick single barrels.
140.
Yeah, it's probably a bit rich for me. What about those Stag Juniors right there that are not picks?
279.
279? All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we found Weller. 149 for a store pick. Not the worst price I've ever heard of, to be honest. Like, that's not terrible. I think Weller's worth 100. Just normal Weller's worth 100 to me. If I see it at 100, I buy it. 110, okay. Store pick, a little bump on that. So, 120 for a good store pick, maybe. Probably good to me, but not what I'm looking for here today. So we're gonna pass on those. They're here if you want them. The holidays are coming up, and I'm sure many of you want to learn how to earn a $1,000 bonus. Our bourbon hunts have been incredibly popular here on YouTube. And while I'm browsing the shelves, you can really tell which stores are stocked and run well. And all of that begins with a point of sale system that prioritizes the customer experience. Bottle POS is an all-in-one point of sale solution specifically designed to cater to the needs of a liquor store. They've got inventory management features that eliminate paperwork, utilize AI and real-time data to show which products you may need more of and which products could use a little promotion, if you know what I mean. Bottle POS was created by a liquor store owner who understands the challenges of operating a liquor store. And that's why they've got so many features designed specifically for this industry. And for a limited time, Bottle POS is running a referral promotion. If you refer a liquor store owner and they decide to go with Bottle POS, you will receive a $1,000 bonus. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Liquor store owners can refer themselves as well. To get started, simply fill out the referral form at bottlepos.com/Brewzle, which is linked in the description and comment section of this video. Again, that's bottlepos.com/Brewzle. Let's get back to that video. Now, the store behind me is definitely one we went to last time we were in Indianapolis, and this is Rural Inn. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Chad.
Chad?
Yeah.
Get a little High Noon. Oh, and a little Old Forester single barrel proof.
Yes. Whiskey Club.
Sounds like a good weekend right there. It was nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Ooh, all the barrel picks in the world here, just hanging out, laying around. Lost Cask collection. 8 Fiji rum. I don't know anything about Fiji rum. Barbados rum. A lot of Circle City, 1792 Foolproof. Somebody tell me about Kennard and Drake. Looks like MGP stuff. Of course, the vintage Four Roses. Display only, not for sale. If they were for sale, the cases would be empty. Oh, the old Booker's limited edition rye up there. Man. Of course, I don't know what it takes. I forget what it takes to get one of those, but those tubes have completely faded into You can barely even tell the color of the tubes anymore. I almost had a chance at one of those old Forster 150ths once. Didn't work out. Of course, we bought some huge hammers. Starlight we're familiar with. It's a Jack 14 box, but we can't, there's no way nope, definitely not that lucky. It is just to throw you off. Little hidden barn stuff right here. Was a 7-year hidden barn. French oak. Really like the Neelys. I don't know about French oak though. Cherry picker. More rolling fork stuff. I don't think I've had any Barbados rums from them. Huh. Oh, small batch, not single barrel. Amberana. An Amberana rum. It might work. Oh God, that might work. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It might work, but I don't want to do it. Check out the normal selection here. I mean, definitely a store that leans into barrel picks. So that Maple 159 here. And floor whiskey, my favorite kind. Just all over the floor.
How are we doing today?
All right, how about yourself?
Not too bad.
Just doing a little bourbon hunting.
Sure. Looking for anything in particular? Just browsing?
I mean, we always look for something rare, but rare for most people means allocated. Rare for us also means small producer stuff we've never heard of. We just bought one of the Hugh Hamers.
Okay.
Familiar with Hard Truth. You know, some of the bigger brands here for sure.
Hotel Tangos. Probably the biggest source would be like Circle City.
Okay.
That comes through here.
You said something about Hotel Tango. Tell me about that a little bit. Have you got that?
They're local
Okay.
to here. They're located in Fountain Square mainly for their bar food and their local cocktail bars that
Interesting.
they have over there.
Because we saw a lot of their stuff in Texas, I think it was.
Okay.
And didn't know what it was, so we just kind of rolled right by it.
So they've got their own products too, and they source MGP as well.
Okay.
That we've done through. We've actually have a few of their source products over there as store picks. 3 different ones. One is actually an Ohio distillate. I guess it was a failed one they called Still Right. I think I'm saying that right, but they went over there, brokered it, and brought a few barrels back. And when we were trying their MGP barrels to bring in, we got a little excited to see like an orange barrel laying on its side, like 4 or 5 of them, and we were curious about that. So it was a wheated product that they had per Still Right's barrel that they did. And probably had about 15 or 20 barrels that day, just trying to figure out which ones we wanted, and then had that one after it, and it just showed through.
Which one is that?
So the 75, 15, and 10,
Okay.
that was the other barrel.
Interesting. So from a small distillery that closed, that they sold, that they sourced it
closed,
from?
and then they tried to have like a wholesale kind of thing, brokered all their barrels out, and Hotel Tango was one of the guys to get in there and get a few of those barrels.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll take that one. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sounds interesting.
I mean, if you're comfortable with trying before you buy, that's also what we're known for here. All of our bottles over there. that are
If you
open.
got this one, I'd love to try it.
Sure.
Also, if you've got that Barbados Amberana rum,
I wish I had that bottle open. I will say that I'm not typically a bourbon in a rum barrel guy, like or the bourbon Amberana.
I'm not an Amberana either, but like it sounds like it might work with rum. Yeah.
But rum and Amberana, it's the only time it made sense. Like it had that rum sweet with a little bit of cinnamon on top, and it just made it even better for me. So you want to try that?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. I mean, that's pretty good whiskey. It's not. It's a wheat though, right? Mm-hmm. So you get a little bit of wheat funk, but it's not much.
Just a titter over the top.
I mean, it's good whiskey. It just lacks a defining characteristic. That's the problem with a lot of small distilleries. It's like, how do you explain it to people? It's just good whiskey.
Right.
Dude, I think I'm probably going to choose the Amberana rum.
Okay.
I think that would probably stand out on my bar versus that a little bit.
Sure. Well, I'm glad you still tried it. I want to make sure everybody.
No,
enjoys
that's
what they
great.
go
Thank
home
you.
with.
That's what's cool about having a bar, right? You find something that you like. How do y'all typically handle allocated products around here?
So every so often we'll have a blue cart that comes out here. It'll say must be a part of the Bourbon Club and have 1,000 points, which is $1 per point basis to take outright from the cart.
Yep.
And it'd be one bottle to, no matter how many different labels are on the cart, you can only take the one bottle per day on there. But if you're not a part of the club, you don't have 1,000 points. We just ask that you try our bourbon selection and then take something home as well with it.
Okay. So just buy something else as
Buy
well.
one of our, support the store. I'm not telling you to buy what I say is the best darn thing ever, because everybody's palates are different.
Yeah, just buy something you like.
Let's figure out what you like and go through. And if you find something that you like as well, then sure, there'd be a bottle of Blanton's to go with a store pick.
Gotcha.
Because I can put those bottles up on the cart anywhere, anytime, and guys will just come in, grab it, don't have a conversation, don't want to talk about the store, don't want to talk about bourbon, and I feel like I'm robbing my own customer.
So how do you get in the Bourbon Club?
There's a QR code.
Okay.
Over on
Just
here.
sign up online, basically?
Yeah, sign up online. It is a $25 per year basis.
Okay. So nothing. I mean, $25 a year is not a
No, and if you
not a
don't
big
like how we
investment.
do it, then you can opt out of it anytime. It'll remind you within the year, right, like a week before, if you want to redo it coming up and do. But there's also our allocated bourbon selection, or barrel picks like Brewzles and Four Roses and anything, Buffalo Trace like that. It's held for our bourbon club.
Right.
So we'll track you for a 3-month period of when we drop that barrel. Say I had 180 bottles. Top 2/3 of that barrel gets the right to buy that bottle. So 120 bottles. 120 guys get the right for those 3 months.
So whoever's the most active for those 3 months.
Whoever the most
Gotcha.
active. It's a revolving door, so the furthest month gets dropped back as we drop new barrels. And then we throw the last 60 bottles into a randomizer
Okay.
so that, lightning can't strike.
Sure.
So that anybody can have the chance.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. Good, but if I'm going to grab one, I think I'm going to try this Amberana rum right here. Of course, we know the folks at Rolling Fork. They do good stuff. We'll see if they overdid this, though. Appreciate it.
No, thank you. Have a good one.
You too. So we got a little Amberana Rolling Fork here. A lot of folks in the Brewzle Club partaking in our barrel pick drops are wanting some Amberana. So I'm working on finding some Amberana stuff that I like. And we found a few things. Like, I'm not opposed to all of it. I think folks are starting to figure it out. Like, it was really, really heavy to start with, and I think folks went too far with it, not knowing how strong that wood was gonna be. And so a lot of the Amberana stuff I had early, just not great. I know we've got some stuff coming from Good Times that's actually really good, but I'm trying to find a few more Amberana finished things that I enjoy that we might be able to do barrel picks. We've done some barrel picks with Rolling Fork, so if this is good, I'm sure we can get our own. But we've still got more hunting to do, so let's get to it. This bourbon hunting's not always glamorous. Sometimes going with the bigger videos, trying to get more of these stores shot, you don't really have a lot of time to stop and, enjoy yourself. It's hit an awful lot of freaking stores. And sometimes, unfortunately, you just got to grab something quick because there happens to be a Burger King right next to a liquor store you go into. I will admit that this crown is cutting off circulation to my head at the largest size it possibly adjusts to. So we probably just gonna swap that back real quick, but we got a crown. We grabbed I don't even know what this is, a crispy chicken sandwich. I think they had a name for it, but I was just gonna go for some chicken tenders. They don't really do that, but that's a very serious looking sandwich right there. And freshly cooked, like they just cooked that. That's actually really good. Like, it's not Popeyes, but it's also like a completely different style. Like, Popeye's gonna have a little more spice to it, although this got just a little bit of bite. Really good sandwich though. Honestly, probably the best thing I've had from Burger King. It's got the lettuce, tomato, like old school, really, really solid, but running short on time. And again, just got to grab something quick. Not going to eat all this sandwich. We are trying to slim down, and this is way too many calories, but have a few nibbles off of this. It'll get the job done. And then I've got a work call. We are making progress on the mobile app. So we got a little call with the mobile app team, trying to figure out where we're at and see if we can't get a deadline. I know, I'm not talking about it. It's coming. It's looking really good. Like, they're doing a great job. It's just, we got to start finding an end to this golden road here. They're doing a great job. We just kind of got to find, what's an ending point where we can actually start showing this to people. Now, in our hunting, we ran into a gentleman in a parking lot, and he said this was one of the best liquor stores in the area. We have detoured out of Indianapolis down into Mooresville, Indiana to check out Red Barrel Liquors. Now, he said this was worth the detour. It's going to cost us about an hour on our trip down to Louisville, so let's see if she's worth it.
Well, this little maneuver is going to cost us 51 years.
Is it trouble? What are you talking about?
That's trouble walking in the door.
I'm not trouble.
That's a man that I've seen on my phone screen way too many times.
TJ.
TJ, I'm Nate.
Nice to meet you, Nate.
Good to meet you. Yes, sir. I'm Jacob.
Jacob.
Nice to meet you, TJ.
Alex.
Good to meet you, Alex.
Red Barrel.
Y'all work here?
This is my family store.
Okay.
Yes.
I was told this was worth. We were in Indianapolis. Ran into a guy in a parking lot. He said this was worth the detour.
I appreciate that.
I live an hour north, and it's worth the detour.
Okay.
Yeah. So after
An hour
work, you
north,
stop
yeah.
in, you say hey, and
My guy is who created our monster is Ray at Brewzle.
Okay.
So Ray's we started with a couple barrel picks. We actually took my grandma to one of his first Saturday tastings to kind of do it, and it was funny because it was a Heaven Hill tasting.
Okay.
So you got guys trying Evan Williams Black thinking it was Bland's.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome time. And my grandma's like, "You do this?" And like, "Where's the money come in?" Ray goes, "Just sit back. You got guys walking out with boxes with Evan Williams White, single barrel, which we used to be able to
just
get a
as I
whole
tried it
bunch."
for the first time, they're like, "This is
Yes.
good." That's how you do product right there.
That is most definitely.
Our three newest picks. So we have this is 9-year, but actually 10-year, 3 months because the barrel didn't get processed. And then these two came in at the same time. So you have a 10-year, 3 months, 134.6 proof.
Okay.
And then you got a 10-year, 123.5 proof, which is more your traditional Elijah Craig, Heaven Hill profile.
Nice.
This actually, to me, which I believe you've had the Old Fit 7,
Sure.
the nuttiness
Okay.
throws it way off from the barrel proofs for me, the ones that I've had.
Interesting.
1792, I didn't get to choose the barrel, but I was on a phone call with my sales rep, and it was, "Yeah, you got an opportunity for 1792. First time we've ever had one." I said, "Which one?" He goes, "Whichever one you want." I said, "Well, send me samples of the full proof." And he goes, "No, it's a Master's Distiller Select."
$45 barrel pick. Just
7
take
years,
it.
8 months, 125
Yeah.
proof. But it's a citrus bomb, which is different. It doesn't have that ethanol that I get off a lot of the 1792 full proofs. But I haven't had a lot of the single barrel
Yeah.
full proofs either, so that doesn't say a lot. But you got a Knob Creek Rye, which my mom's going Friday to pick out a new barrel. We just picked out a Knob Creek Bourbon at cash strength, which
Okay.
is 9-year, 9 months, 126 point something. Tastes like a Reese's cup.
Funny thing, I'm waiting for somebody to have one of those Knob Creek barrel picks at less than 120. Like the raised proof is cool, but I forget, it was in a video recently, I think, I was having conversations with somebody. The fact that they made it cash strength not just allows you to go higher proof, but it allows them to showcase barrels that might be 110 or 113, which could be really interesting.
I would like to try that lower proof Knob
Yeah.
Creek to see, does it explode the nuttiness or does it
Exactly.
take it away?
Need to find one of those low proof
And
ones
well,
for
I was
sure.
talking to Ray because I'm going Tuesday to do a Blanton's pick. And I said, "Ray," and this was just a couple hours ago, I said, "What should I look for?" And he goes, "Do what I've always told you. Do what you like, but if you find something different, that's probably the one you're going to want to go after because the different is good." And with all of our old Knob Creek 120 proofs, I went as far away as I could get.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do with any of the Jim Beam products.
Well, it's hard to do with the Blantons too because they're all single barrels already, so they're not really going to give you anything wildly different.
Yeah.
They're saying here's something we were going to release anyway. Pick which one you want.
And we're getting more name brand stuff now, which is great. But I've got some Starlight stuff that's very good. West Fork being local.
Yeah, we just bought some of their old Hamer stuff that Sobro had one of their finished bottles that was
The
fantastic.
cherry.
I think that might have been what it was. Yeah.
Their cherry ones have been really good. I got a peach brandy one. I think it's like 7 or 8 year old Hamer juice, but it sat in the peach brandy barrel for 3 years. I don't have it right now because it's getting ready to. It actually took away the dekyperish, real thick and just over peach done. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that one. He knows, Blake knows, for me, when I started doing finishes from him, I said, if it tastes deciperish, I'm out. I
don't want that artificial peach. Yeah.
So we do that. Circle City. I've got a couple from him. I've got a 95.5 6-year MGP juice, finished 115.1 proof, finished with a honey toasted stave. It's delicious. It's very surprising because you get the rye spice, sweet honey, brown sugar on the back.
What do you mean by honey toasted stave?
I would assume they soak toasted
In honey.
staves in honey,
Okay.
and then add
Do you
it
have
to
that
it.
one?
Yes.
Let's try that. That would be fun.
I've got a Stellan pick. I've got a Remus pick, which is a 51 corn, 49 rye.
Okay.
Sweet and spicy.
That would be fun to try. I haven't had a lot of Remus stuff. I mean, I buy some of the repeal batches, but I haven't bought a lot of
and
just
the refill
Remus.
batches are a lot different
Oh,
from
yeah.
what they're putting out. I guess the 5149 corn you don't see a whole lot. So,
Yeah, that's why that was a unique mash bill. I mean, super as high rye as you can get.
well, when I picked that, the 3 samples I got were all had 4% malted barley, and then that shows up, and I said, I was like, is this what I got? And they were like, no, that's the barrel. We just messed up the labels on the samples. And I was like, I get that. I mean, whatever. It was
It
good.
happens sometimes, yeah.
2 Buffalo Trace picks coming through the Sazerac Select program. We haven't had any Sazerac barrels. That's our first one, which we didn't select.
Oh, wow.
I've had 3 Sazerac Select barrels come through because what I do for my guys, if you get a barrel, tie us and me and you in, we'll be good because I haven't been able to get any. And then now we turn around, we're getting this Blanton's barrel through here, and then we're getting samples of Buffalo Trace up here in a few months or whatever. I don't know, it's crazy. Watching, and I've seen you off of just watching. When I leave work, all I drink's Miller Lite.
I understand that. Nothing wrong with that.
It's just like, that's what I do, but I've enjoyed this. I've only been doing this for 6 years, and my grandparents have had this place for, it'll be 39 years in December. And to get into the bourbon, even my friends are like, you're picking notes out and stuff. And I'm like, I think I'm right. And I wish I just picked out a Horse Soldier barrel yesterday.
Some of those older Horse Soldiers have been fantastic. I've got one, somebody's like, this is probably a Buffalo Trace barrel, a Horse Soldier barrel. And I was like, I mean, to my palate, maybe if Buffalo Trace had some off-profile something, I might see it, but like, we don't have to do that. It's really good.
Yeah.
But don't, I hate when people just throw that rumor out there. You know, like if we do it sometimes, we're like, oh, you get a Hirsch, and you're like, this tastes like Willet. Well, it turns out, I'm pretty sure it is Willet, but when the sales reps are like trying to get people just to buy every Horse Soldier because it might be a Buffalo Trace barrel.
I've had this sitting here for probably 8 months.
Okay. Now, is that a Willet? I don't know. That's a double oaked. It might not be.
I've never tried it, so at least I'll try
Let's
it.
try it.
with you
We'll
and
see.
do it. I'll do a shout out to my buddy. So
Okay.
the 3, which I'll take you up there, the 3 old Hammer bottles behind the counter, year 1, year 2, and year 3.
Oh, wow. Okay. The blue one's up on top there.
They're all Hammer West Fork, and what we do is we buy the whiskey barrel and we just give it to him at cost. But his son has a terminally ill disease. It's called INAD. Pretty much my brief summary of what it is, because it's so complex, is he was healthy till he was 1, everything flip-flop. So they're starting to try to come up with clinical research and stuff, which they actually have done. He's one of like 200 kids in the world that have that disease.
Oh, wow.
So they do these, and then you can see like they put the family up here, and then you have the story on the background, and that's Warner. And then we did these glasses with our logo, and then Warriors for Warner. So my big thing, no matter who I talk to, this is a big proportion of what we do, because this helps out this family, which they have all these bottles. So if you ever want to purchase any of these, research Warriors for Warner, and we can find out a way to get you these bottles. But it's a great way. It's 99.1 corn MGP juice. It's awesome, but that's where I was going with these glasses. So
This was the honey toasted barrel or honey toasted stave.
honey toasted stave, 95.5 MGP rye, 115.1, 6 years old.
I feel like the honey interacts with the rye in kind of a weird way.
Yes.
Like it's just like it's all through the mid palate there, and I expected it to. I feel like that takes some of the complexity down. All the flavors are good. I was just expecting a little more wave of flavor with the 95.5, and I feel like the honey kind of just comes through in a weird way.
It sweetens it up a lot, in my opinion, to where if you didn't know the mash bill, you'd be like, okay, we're expecting a little bit more sweetness off the honey, and like the finish to me, I got brown sugar, And
Yeah.
I'm more of the generic palate of picking notes and everything else.
The more I go back to this, the more I like it, though. It gets better and better. Like, it's not quite like first sip might have just been, hadn't had a sip in a while, but dude, that's pretty good.
I wish the toasted portion of the stave was a little bit more forward.
I agree. Like, I wouldn't even have called that I wouldn't have known it was toasted had you not told me.
But to me, that toasted comes out on the backside.
A little bit.
Not a whole
But
lot.
that could just be proof, like a little burn, little harshness in a good way. But I probably would have just counted that for proof, or assigned that to proof.
This is going to be the wild turkey juice for me.
Okay. Now, is this your private barrel?
Yes.
Okay.
So far, I mean, majority of what you're going to try is all of our private barrels. I learned this from Ray. It's
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's-
That clove, like it leans more into the clove than most turkey does. I've had some single barrel, like turkey product, not Russell's, but like turkey product single barrels. But most of the time, those are going to be like Camp Nelson's. They're going to be a little more on profile.
And-
This one leans into that clove note really nicely.
done a lot with turkey. I haven't been able to get barrels and everything. They did offer me a 101 rye barrel.
Oh, wow.
Which I wish I would have taken it, but
Yeah.
with 25 or 20 picks over there and then having 8 more picks coming,
That's a lot.
you gotta, and it's grandpa's wallet, not mine. So I don't like the ash chewings
Yeah.
like everybody else maybe likes or whatever, because when he pulls you in and goes like this, I'm like, yeah, all right, time to back down a little bit.
Might be holding a little too much inventory.
Yes. Oh, yes. To me, from when I did the side-by-side from the 4 that I was saying earlier, it just kind of coats it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Which, to me, is what I've had out of some Russell's picks that I've tried from other people. And it's like, but the clove portion that you're saying, which is a new note for me, that's a good pick out on that.
Let's try that Hirsch you've got sitting right there. Like I said, some of these Hirsches, I've got a Hirsch.
This is my first Hirsch I've ever tried.
Okay, now this is a double oak, so I don't know if this is going to be the Willet distillate, but I've got a 10-year Hirsch at the house that is, I would bet money is Willet distillate.
72 corn, 13 rye, 15 barley, 7-year, 3 months at 110.
Okay. So 7 years, 72.13. I don't know what Willet's mash bill is, but that doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah.
Your review right here on the spot.
It's good. Finish is a little, I don't know, different. I don't know what that finish is.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like what I call dark sugars, like dark, sweet barrel impact, and then like a heavy toasted note through the finish. Not the type of double oaks I'm looking for, but a lot of these are like this flavor profile is what a lot of people just clamor for when somebody comes out with a double oaked. I want a little more balance on it.
It kind of like a crescendo. It kind of just started small and then kind of just grew a little bit.
That's a great point because it's kind of sweet up front, and then that like heavy toast just comes through. If you like French oak staves, if you a lot of the French oak finishes, if you like a heavy double oaked, you probably like this. But as y'all know, I don't.
Have you had any of these yet?
I have not. I've seen that bottle shape.
This was probably, so this is from Hard Truth down in Nashville.
Okay. Yeah.
This is Dickel Juice.
Okay.
This barrel is actually 15 and a half years old. Not to knock my guys at Hard Truth. Love them to death. So this says 14 years old. They put it all out. They smoked a couple of variations of them and all this stuff. It hit the bourbon clubs. Everybody started talking shit. Found out it was Dickel Juice. It just went south.
Dickel juice reveals itself very quickly,
Yes.
usually.
And I guess my biggest opinion, no matter who you are or whatever, I don't care if you don't like it. Say what you don't like about it, but don't say it sucks.
Well, I mean, Dickel's on the shelf for a reason, right? There are people drinking it. So I try not to say this is terrible. Sometimes this is not for me, right? And sometimes our palates align and sometimes they don't. Like everybody, like the whiskey of the year right now is Calumet 18. Everybody whiskey of the year. I just don't love it. It's got the Sharpie note that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof has, and everything about it's great, but I can't get past that Sharpie note. And that's just my weird palate. So 14-year-old Dickel, yeah, right off
It's
the nose.
actually 15 and a half.
15 and a half. 100% Dickel right off the nose. Minerality for days, but sweet. Like it's like red fruit minerality. It's like strawberry jam
not as-
and minerals.
This is like our fourth barrel we ever closed.
How much was that bottle?
We started out at retail 189.
See, that's your problem though, because like cash strength Dickel, our 16-year-old Dickel pick was what, 80, 90 bucks, something like that. And so, exact same stuff. What was the proof?
113.9.
Well, that's the difference. Like most of those Dickel cash strength picks, if Dickel makes it for themselves to go in an older product, it's usually less than 100 proof because they barrel age it at a lot lower proof.
Okay.
I think some of the stuff they made where they're like, we may sell this, we may do whatever. So it is higher proof than a Dickel branded pick would be, but the problem with that is a lot of the Dickel branded picks, you get the minerality, but afterwards you get all these great little bursts of fruitiness. This one doesn't deliver that. You get the minerality, a little bit of sweetness, and then it's kind of almost like a dark caramel note to it, like it's just a darker sweetness to it, and it dissipates. It's not as interesting to my palate as some of the $90 Dickel picks we've tried at 15, 16 years old, right?
It didn't help that Costco brought in all the basic small batch schoonovers. As soon as I got it in, it was like 149 bucks. That bottle cost us 148. What am I going to do now?
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, let's back this down a little bit. You'll get a single barrel, $1 over cost, and it's good. Just like that Horse Soldier. That's the one that we're getting.
Okay.
My bottle cost is 84 bucks. I'm going to sell it for 94 because I don't believe I'm that traditional $10 per year, because everything for us is MSRP. Like our Pappy 20 last year was 349 bucks. My Rabbit Hole pick, that's a Cave Hill, my bottle cost was 93 and I'm selling it for 99 because I looked at it and I said, A, your Cave Hill in general shouldn't be 62 bucks. Back that down, make your single barrel 62.99. Now we're working with a little bit of good stuff, and you're gonna sell a lot more bottles than sending all your single barrels to Costco, which I don't know how it is for where you live, but here, your Myers, Kroger's, whoever gets a store pick, they're not worried about it because your toilet paper is $10 a roll, but their whiskey is $2 in their cost.
Right.
We can't compete with that. I mean, we've been doing this for 38 years and everything was fine until we allowed, which it should be, as long as they don't put cold beer in the groceries and stuff like that, but let the independent and small guys help the industry and make more money for the state than letting these big guys come in like Total Wine. We just got Total Wine, 3 or 4 years ago. They bring in stuff, but like I'm even seeing now Total Wine's raised their prices on other stuff, but then they're selling their Jim Beam for right around cost just to pump it out the door.
Yeah.
Good for you. You can do it. You got the money. I don't know. I can be biased just because I'm in a small family business. Bring small family business back.
Yeah.
And that's like what we do with Warriors for Warner. We're not doing it to show us that we care. Like, we're doing it because it's a family friend. It's somebody from town that's been around town. They need help, we'll help them. To where some of these people that try to deal with bigger places, they don't care. They just want to see the dollar value or the return value of everything. If it's your first or millionth time here, you're going to get the same aspect of what we do.
This was the one you said was
Strawberry Fig Newton.
okay.
A hard truce own distillate. Don't ask me the mash bill. I don't know. I know High Road Rye.
It was the first. You got the first pick of the state.
Yeah, first pick of the bottle and bond, because they do a basic SKU that's 93 proof. It just sticks out so much. I don't get a lot of strawberry. If I get berry, you're thinking like blackberry or black something of that nature. The strawberry on this just so present, and then I get that grain and oats in the middle of it. And I haven't had a Fig Newton since elementary school.
It's been a while for me,
So-
but it smells. You saying that, it smells just like it. Like that is
Yes.
the most spot-on tasting note from the aroma I've ever heard.
Split it in half.
Yeah.
And that's what you get.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's that
who
for
you are.
days.
Straight up, like how we do our allocations. I don't care if it's your first time, millionth time. Everybody has the same chance. It just depends if we have it or not. So if we get a case of Bland's, it's the easiest one to use. It's 6 bottles. I sell four or five. Keep one for a raffle. So yesterday we got Weller 12, a decent allocation. For what was it? 35.
I got
your receipt.
45.99. I got the liter, so it's like 60.
Yeah. So if you need a Weller 12,
I could use I mean, need is a strong word, but would I like one? Yes.
yes, I got you covered.
Thank you.
today.
That's a pretty sell.
I appreciate all the publicity and everything, but at the end of the day, I just want to meet good dudes or women that love bourbon.
Well, I got to run. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. For me, for 6 years, to meet you, I was like, it's awesome. I appreciate you making it in. It means a lot to me. It really does, because I never anticipated it growing this much. So it means a lot. You kill it.
Thank you,
kill it
man.
for sure. So keep it up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. So we learned a little bit. The trucks here ran yesterday. I don't know about Indianapolis, but down here ran yesterday. Fort Wayne ran today, so Wednesday. It's hit or miss. Like, know your local store's allocated truck schedule as best you can, and that will help you determine what day and time you need to be there to try to find allocated products. This store, really cool how they hold them back. And honestly, that was not a clout bottle. That was a bottle, while we were in there talking, a couple of customers came in, they talked to folks and, asked about it, and he went back and got them for regular customers. So not necessarily something that just I would get access to, which is cool. I respect that. I thought we were going to find Weller all over this place. Like, I knew it was dropping this week here. We thought the truck schedule based on Fort Wayne, but we were just kind of off a day. It would have been better had we been headed north. We'd have been here yesterday and up north tomorrow in Fort Wayne. Might have found a lot of Weller. Like, honestly, that's kind of what I thought, is we'd find enough of it where I'd eventually just be turning it down because I had a couple of bottles on this hunt. But didn't turn out to be the case. You never really know. And unfortunately, with these road trips, we can't stick around and time it to allocation release or, whenever the truck's going to come. This is the end of the Indianapolis hunt, which is the end of this whole Midwest road trip that I just did here from Minneapolis down to Indiana. Now I get to go home for a little while, try to work on the distillery project, do some things there before I have to hit the road again and do more bourbon hunting. I don't know exactly what the next trip's gonna be. I gotta get out to Texas for a little stuff there. Probably do a bourbon hunt or two while I'm in Texas. I think I'll be in a place that I've never been before, but we're probably gonna do some distillery features as well. I'd like to get some of those shot while I'm out there. So don't really know what the next video is gonna look like at this point. By the time this goes live, we will, but we're gonna keep it a secret. Look forward to seeing y'all next time. Thank y'all for watching all the way to the end. Hit the subscribe button if you would. Maybe grab some Brewzle merch like this hat at Brewzle.com, at least until they sell out. So again, appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.